Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking comic book collection update. Yeah, we have a lot of great stuff to show you guys today. I still have lots of other comics that I haven't read and etc. that I need to show you guys, but for now we're just going to show you these, and I've kind of been stockpiling my comics and not reading them, so lots of these will be in order. I know normally they aren't, so you get to see like a bunch of different stuff at once. But well, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. First up, we have a manga. Now, normally I don't read manga at all, but this is an Ultraman manga, and you guys know I'm crazy for Ultraman. I've had Ultraman stuff on these updates before, but only comic books, like American ones. But this is Japanese, and it's really good. It's kind of a new take on Ultraman, kind of the son of the original Ultraman, and he's not like giant and fighting giant monsters and kaiju and stuff in this. He's actually still person-sized, and he wears like this armor that increases his powers and etc., which is really cool. It's a really, really great manga. This isn't the only volume I have. This is volume 1, obviously, but very good. And then Rick and Morty, #1 from Oni Press. You know, I love the show Rick and Morty, and the comics are not near as good as the show, but they're good. The comics are indeed good. So Rick and Morty #1, and this one they're trying to become rich by predicting the future for space stocks, which is pretty cool and funny. And I got that issue 1 from the comic shop. They got it for me for cover price, which was really good because it was several months after issue 1, so it was impossible to find at cover price, pretty much. And then here's Rick and Morty issue 2, where in this one they get sentenced to essentially a prison, which is this labyrinth they have to walk around. And it's because what they were doing was, in fact, illegal, even though Rick told Morty that it wasn't. You know, classic Rick. And then here you got Rick and Morty #3, and lots of these have like little stories in the back and stuff. As you can see in this one, this is the last part of the stock one, and he comes home and there's like this creature replacing his family with copies of themselves. And then in the back there's a little comic about a dimension where Morty is Rick and Rick is Morty. So you know, that's how that goes. And then here's another issue of Rick and Morty. This one's issue 4. Here you go. In this one, you know, Rick's pretty much running a plantation with what are almost slaves. He pays them, but apparently he like started the war that destroyed their dimension so that he could have them as workers and they wouldn't be able to complain because they didn't have anywhere to go. Pretty awful thing to do, actually. But he sends like Morty undercover to see if they're going to rebel against him. And here's another Rick and Morty issue 5, where Morty kind of has to save the dream world. Pretty crazy one, actually. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. And here's another Rick and Morty, and this issue is just an episode of Ball Fondlers. You know, Ball Fondlers is a show that they all kind of watch that's from an alternate dimension, and this issue is just an episode of Ball Fondlers. And then this comic is a bit crazier, getting back to a big storyline now, where it seems like there's about to be a Rick and Morty apocalypse, and all the Rick and Mortys in other dimensions are being killed off. And I know there was kind of already an episode like that, but this one looks like it might be a bit more intense. This story looks pretty crazy. So, yeah, can't wait to see more of that. And then we do have some Marvel in here. We have The Amazing Spider-Man 20.1, and it's Spiral Part 5. So, yeah, you know, Spider-Man and Wraith has kind of become an anti-hero at this point. She killed someone in the last issue, and then she tries to kill Mr. Negative in this one, so his plan kind of backfires on him. And then this gang war erupts because they took down Tombstone and Hammerhead, which was Mr. Negative's plan the whole time, so that he could take over New York, pretty much. But that was a neat little story. Normally I don't like .1s, but that one's not bad. And then we're into Secret Wars. Yeah, so, Doctor Doom is God and stuff. It's been a while since I talked about Secret Wars. And he had to kill Stephen Strange because Stephen Strange kind of betrayed him. And as we go through these issues, it seems like everyone betrays him. He sends his daughter to try to figure out what's going on. Thanos convinces Ben Grimm to fight Doctor Doom. Ben Grimm is like a giant as big as Galactus. But he was also the shield that kept all the Marvel zombies out and stuff. So now the Marvel zombies are attacking. Another cool thing that happens in these, because, I got 6, 7, and 8. So you can see the big Grimm there fighting. And, Doctor Doom, or Doom God, versus Thanos, which was cool. And, there's lots of cool stuff happening. Black Panther with the Infinity Gauntlet is really awesome. So, yeah, that's what's happening in Secret Wars. And I thought they were only going up to issue 8, but apparently they changed it to 9. I don't know why, and it's delayed too, so I gotta wait. But whatever. And then a DC comic thrown in here, Batman Arkham Knight. And it's just a Robin special, just a one-shot, And it shows Robin fighting Clayface, Bane, and Killer Croc on the front, but he only fights them in a training simulator, but he does fight some of their goons that kind of go rogue. And, of course, it does actually have to do with the Arkham Knight. It doesn't just say Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight kind of orchestrates the whole thing to test Robin. But, yeah, that's it. I thought there was one more Spider-Man comic, but I forgot. I put it aside because I'm missing a comic that comes before it, and I can't read it yet. Anyways, we have Batman Arkham Knight Robin Special number 1 one-shot, Secret Wars number 8, Secret Wars number 7, Secret Wars number 6, Secret Wars number 5, and we have The Amazing Spider-Man 20.1, Rick and Morty number 7, Rick and Morty number 6, Rick and Morty number 5, Rick and Morty number 4, Rick and Morty number 3, Rick and Morty number 2, and Rick and Morty number 1, as well as Ultraman Volume 1. So yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you all so much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool stuff in the description below. We got more stuff from Oni Press coming up. More Marvel and DC, of course. Also, some IDW comics. And more, kind of kaiju-related stuff as well. And apparently, I read Japanese and American stuff now, so that's that. But, yeah, thank you all so much. As I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you all later.